Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a top 5 list of new candle scents from 2017 from Yankee, Sonoma, and Bath and Body Works. These are in absolutely no particular order, just 5 new scents that I think help these companies stand out from the rest. So the first is the elusive Snow Mountain Lodge from Bath and Body Works. This candle was always in question if it passed test, if it did not pass test. So I know for a while I was going for some big bucks up on eBay. I did not pay those big bucks. I waited for it to come into the store. And when it came into the store, they only had about 20 of them. And I picked a couple up when they were on sale back in late October, early November. And the scent, so it's so unique. It's smoky. Here's the scent notes for it. It's smoked embers, pine, and patchouli essential oil. I did review this candle. I'll put a link in the description below. It's not the smokiness really. It's the the burnt embers is basically what this is. It's very unique. It does smell like a lodge in the winter, like you just put out the fire in the fireplace and it's just the smoldering embers there. It came out in the Camp Winter collection, right, which came out in September, I think, late September, early October. Uh, hasn't been seen really since. I know a couple of the other scents have made it into, I'm going to call it the Camp Winter 2.0 collection with the different labels and everything. This did not make it into that, as well as Frozen Lake did not make it into that collection. So these are very limited, and I snagged a bunch because they're so unique that I hope they come back next year. But who knows with Bath and Body Works anymore. Then Yankee, look at that guy, Haunted Hollow from Yankee Candle. Talk about being bold and not so much sticking to their, witch's brew and their apple for Halloween. Um, this is Haunted Hollow. Only came in the candle form, the single wick tumbler. Came in a milk cup as well as a the scent plug-in, scent portals. And what was neat about this is that black glass. Yeah, it's translucent black glass. But when you burn it, I don't know if you can see there, it has an inscription on the inside. So as it goes down, it has a poem, part of a poem, and all three of them did. So it was this one, Forbidden Apple, and Witch's Brew that came in this. This smells just like a fog machine, guys. Fog machine, haunted house type deal. If you go to a haunted house, that's what this smells like. And came with the black aluminum lid with the pumpkin, same jack-o'-lantern face on there. Really wish this came in a large jar. I think it would throw better. I had an issue with the throw on this one. It pulled nicely, right? It pulled great, but it just it didn't throw as well as I wanted it to, like the milk cups did. But it's still one of my top 5 fragrances for 2017, just because it's so bold and so unique. It's like the Snow Mountain Lodge. It's very, very unique. So Yankee gets on the list there. So another company, these guys, Sonoma, Kohls. Who would have thought, right, that Kohls can put out a candle that rivals Bath and Body Works 3 wicks, and it's half the price, more than half the price actually, or less than half the price. And they're $10 for these 14-ounce jars, and they are heavy. They are heavy, heavy, heavy. This is Tree Farm, one of their new scents, 3 wicks. I don't have any issue with these. They're like shoestrings, like shoelaces. Still haven't trimmed those, but you can see how thick that glass is. I mean, you can hurt somebody with this. So Tree Farm, is very unique. It's a outdoorsy scent. I did review this one as well. Outdoorsy scent, but it has that cooling sensation, kind of like a menthol maybe, but it's very unique. I haven't smelled anything like it until I smelled Christmas by Kringle, but they're still not the same. Still not the same. This is very unique. Kohls did a heck of a job with it. The description, simple 3 notes: evergreen, balsam, and wood. But there is also a cooling sensation in this. Pick this up if you see it after Christmas. Pick it up now for a couple bucks, $10. Then there's always coupons on top of that. So Sonoma gets in my top 5 this year. Surprising. Key lime pie, I think, was what turned them around last summer. So far, their spring offerings seem good. Speaking of turning around, Yankee started to turn themselves around with the introduction of these next 2 candles I'm about to say. So Emerald Isle came out in the spring for St. Patrick's Day. It came out and replaced the Lucky Shamrock. It threw like a monster. It was so good. It's so green. I'm fanboying over it, but I love this scent. I could not get enough of this scent. I bought a couple jars of it and some tumblers, and like 5 milk cups. The scent rocks. It's so green. It's grassy, a little bit of hints of floral. I've never been to Ireland, but I can imagine the rolling hills of Ireland smell like this candle. Up until spring, I think Yankees had some issues, with their scent throws. But this candle and the one I'm about to talk about, I think really reverse course for Yankee, and going into their fall scents, their spring and fall scents, they were throwing like champs. There were a couple of issues like Autumn Dusk. I know Doug Spooky Villages, his started off really, really strong, and then towards the bottom got really, really light. So check out his review on his channel. He's really big into the Halloween stuff. So go check him out. That's Spooky Villages. So yeah, love this scent. Love it, love it. Next and final for the top 5, I do have some 2 honorable mentions coming up, but Happy Spring. Talk about a transition scent. I live in Philly, near Philly, not in Philly, but near Philly, per my name, Philly Candle Guy, Philly Candle Man. And we have the Philadelphia Flower Show. I don't know if some of you have heard of that. World-renowned flower show, convention center in Philly, week and a half or so. And this year's theme was Holland. And this candle, Happy Spring, reminds me of tulips, hyacinth, daffodils. It's so strong. It is a strong thrower. My wife had me put it out because it was just getting too intense. So I had to figure out what I'm going to do with this next year. I did buy 2 jars of this because, once again, I don't know if these limited edition scents are coming back next year. This was part of Yankees' Easter lineup. Came out with jelly beans and Peeps. Don't like either of those 2, to be honest with you. Jelly bean, I don't know what that smells like to me. That does not smell like jelly beans. But so yeah, Happy Spring, florally, outdoorsy, but really daffodils, hyacinths, tulips, as you can see by the tulips on there. So 2 quick honorable mentions. Sonoma gets one for their cocoa and marshmallows. The only reason why this didn't really make it into the top 5 is because it had issues burning with it. They're puny wicks. You can see they're puny, very puny. I'm going to have to melt this maybe, but super, super strong scent. Great thrower. Puny wicks, have issues with it. I can smell it right now. So, but yeah, that's in there for the honorable mention. And the other honorable mention is, I gotta do it. Campfire Donut. Love it. Love this scent. I know it received a lot of hype, a lot of rave on both sides of the spectrum. Some people just did not like it. So this is a scent where you either love it or you don't. I don't think there's an in-between on this scent. Only because they've had production issues, I think, with this scent. And the batch codes, you have to get the A2 batch code, and if you wanted to get it to throw in test, it was great. And then the first batch that came out was horrific throwing. So Bath and Body Works gets the honorable mention for Campfire Donut, because this candle is not a campfire scent, nor is it a donut scent. It is a funnel cake. It is we're going to the fair, to the boardwalk to get a funnel cake or an elephant ear type deal. Powdered sugar galore. That's what this candle is. And I will pick more up at the summer annual sale. I got one at the $8.95 annual candle day sale. So, alright guys, well that's my top 5 plus my 2 honorable mentions for 2017. Let me know what you think. Any candle company. It doesn't have to be just the 3 I mentioned here. It could be Kringle, though I don't think they had anything new for 2017. But could be Colonial Candle, could be 1803, could be Village Candle, any of those. So let me know what you think. What your top 5 were, or top 10, whatever you want, and let me know what you think. So all right, guys. Well, until next time, comment, like, subscribe. I got a couple more videos coming out before the end of the year, and then we're on to spring stuff. So, have a good one.